Exactly. Say it to my motherfucking face. Say it to their face. Don't be one of those people in the art community or in the art world that takes someone's money to do a job, but then doesn't really like them or whatever, and you talking shit about talking shit about them, talking shit about your boss and all of that. Don't do that. Don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. Because, ew, that's whack. That's whack. Like, what does that say about you? You mean, like, damn, you're so thirsty for coin that you will go be around a bitch that you don't like just to get coin? No. And also, in this era where artists are getting fucked in every hole and then tossed off a bridge, like, the artist has to stick together. All the art communities have to stick together so that you can actually create something that's real, that's alive, that's living, that's gonna like walk on its own two legs when everybody involved has passed on to the other side. It can't just be like all these like corporate fucking quote unquote works of art that we're watching and all this, like, no. You know, I was sitting here like thinking to myself the other day. I was watching a clip of Ann Miller in Suit on Hot, and I was just like, wow, like, damn, why doesn't shit like this happen anymore? You know, like, what happened to America's like theater sector? Like, what happened to that? What happened to the drama? Obviously, the industry is what happened to them. You know, back then, it's even when you watch the works today, you could feel a sense of community rather than it being an industry, like just industrialized production of something that is meant to be not industrialized. It's supposed to be created, you know, crafted, handmade, atelier, custom type shit. You know what I mean? Like original, classic. So now we have all these disgruntled creatives basing themselves on what this industry thinks. And I always sit back and I always like think to myself, like, what is the music industry really for when, you know, the A&R knows nothing about music theory, when the A&R is not a musician themselves, when the A&R can't sing, or when the A&R can't play an instrument, or when the A&R is not that girl or that nigga, when the A&R is just some like person with some stupid business degree or like, you know, some economics degree, and they're thinking in pie charts and graphs. So then you're thinking in pie charts and graphs and your whole head is fucked up. Your whole sense of self-worth is fucked up because you're basing your like God-given talents, some real spiritual, intangible shit, on some fucking spreadsheet or some fucking slide, or like, what? It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's a fucked up time. It really does steal the joy out of your heart, and it can make you very, 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 very fucking disgruntled. But the true creative always finds ways to jump over that fucking hurdle. Always, all the time. Art is not corporate. This corporate ass art. This corporate ass art. This corporate ass music. These corporate ass films. These corporate ass television shows. Like, these corporate ass things. There's no art in any of that. Especially in like movies. Like, there are a lot of really bad actresses and a lot of fucking terrible actors who get by because they are thinking in pie charts and fucking graphs. They're like dividing their emotions and compartmentalizing what they really think and how they really feel, and scheduling their smiles and scheduling their emotions and all type of like weird, just like brain shit that they're doing. None of that is artful. None of it is fucking really art. I don't feel, people love to make fun of millennials, but I'm really grateful that I am a millennial because I have images and memories and feelings that are so visceral and alive. And I remember life before the internet. I remember life before I was walking around with a fucking computer in my purse all day, listening to me, watching other people, listening to other people. And then the algorithms behind that play with the whole society behind that, the whole art community behind that. And boy, do those fucking algorithms fuck with shit. Fuck with your like sense of self-worth. Fuck with your ability to even form, your ability to even imagine, to be abstract, to be anything other than, you know, what's good, what looks good on this little fucking phone. Nobody really remembers what feels good. I remember what fucking feels good. And for the last 13 years, I've always only made anything, whether it's soap or art or whatever. It has to feel good. The experience has to be there. It gotta feel good in real life. And then when you add to that the peasantry, the fucking peasantry of streaming or whatever, it has to feel good. The experience has to be there. It gotta feel good in real life. And then when you add to that the peasantry, the fucking peasantry of streaming, and the fuckery, the tomfoolery of the media. Oh my gosh. Like, you could really fucking, you could really give up on yourself. A lot of people will give up on themselves. Like, look at me. It's been 13 years. For the last 10 of them, I've been being like, or niggas have been trying to like push me in holes and like bury me, like put me in corners and like, you know, ostracize me or make me feel like I'm like I have no value because the people with the fucking spreadsheets and the pie charts don't like me personally. What the fuck does my... And this part I really don't get, because it's like, if you guys are that big industry, that industry that y'all think y'all are, what the fuck does your personal opinion of a creative genius have to do with anything? Wouldn't you want to just fucking make the money? Y'all who are so concerned about money, you don't want to just make the fucking money? Just make the fucking money. Who cares if you don't like the fucking artist? Who fucking cares? Because you don't know how to make art. You don't know how to create. You couldn't write the song. So why do you care? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And I am still speaking to the industry, l'industrie. Y'all motherfuckers are gonna see very, very quickly and very soon how wrong you were. Even on a business level. How wrong you were to divest in certain artists or use whatever power you have with the media, with PR, with whatever, to write these like narratives and, you know, like write that person's narrative and basically try to write them out of people's minds, people's hearts. You're going to see how wrong you were on a financial level and on a cultural level. Because the way this fucking NFT shit is about to free, the way this shit is about to free The girls, the real girls, you're gonna gag. You're gonna fucking gag. And back to my original message about artists sticking together and bringing back that sense of community. You know, this is not Radio City Music Hall. Like, it's not the Rockettes. You know, like, this shit is boring. Like, we don't want to see everybody with the same technique and the same pink wig or with the same whatever. Like, we don't want to see that. We want to see diversity. And I'm not talking about fat girls on the runway. I'm talking about just diversity in the art world. We want different types of art. We want different opinions. We want political art. We want apolitical art. We want sexual art. We want rude art. We want racist art. We want fucked up, gory shit. And then we also want to see fucking Disney's Fantasia. And we want to see A Chorus Line. And I want to watch Hair. We want to see the new West Side Story. Not the remake, the new West Side Story. We want to see an ensemble. And diversity within that ensemble. Because that creates a storyline. Hello. That is why years after the fact, we're still watching Grease. We're still watching Hair. We're still watching West Side Story. We're still watching Annie, the original Annie. That's why we're still watching these classic films. And that's why those films are classic. Because nobody gave a fuck if the director hated the actress. They knew that they had something special. Maybe the fact that they hated each other was what made it great. You can find art in like there's art in lots of other things other than having your fucking ass kissed. Really. Since the A&R or the president of the record label or whoever at these fucking casting studios, since they are all nerds, business majors, economics majors and stuff, they don't know how to be real about that person being perfect for the part. They don't know how to put their emotions aside and do what's right for the art. That person is perfect for the part. That girl is perfect for the part. They don't know how to do it because they probably don't even know what the part is, really. Really. But yeah, the only way that'll change is if the true creatives put industry politic aside, because it's only there to keep you divided and keep you competing against each other to benefit non-artists. The only way to bring that shit back is if all the artists, if you're good at doing hair and that person is an excellent fucking costume designer and that girl is like an excellent dancer and the other girls, maybe she's not so good a dancer, but like the chemistry between these two girls together works, and yeah, let's get this guy over here, and you know, let's get that makeup artist, and let's get that singer, and let's get that drummer and that guitarist, and put them all in a pot and make something. Let's make something. Who cares if the studio budget isn't there? Oh, is there budget? Is the budget there? Like, one thing you can ask, like, it's well known in the dance community. Azealia Banks pays her dancers on time. I'm not the artist that you're gonna hear horror stories from dancers like, damn, I had to wait 5 months just to get paid $200. Like, what? What type of shit is that? Like, any dancer that's ever danced on my stage, any drummer, anyone who's ever worked for me, you get a per diem, because, yeah, you need to be nourished. So that's because I need you to be nourished so that you can focus and so you can feel like a fucking human. Because a hungry dancer is an angry dancer. Believe me. A hungry dancer is a fucking angry dancer. A hungry guitarist, a hungry drummer is a fucking angry drummer. And you don't want angry people on your fucking stage. I don't want that energy on my back. And that's just not how you treat humans. But yeah, just back to all the snobby creatives that were once broke and didn't have anything and had to be creative to get to where they are. You know, that snootiness that, oh, well, is the budget there? Like, y'all are going to be trapped doing work that does not fulfill you forever if you keep thinking that way. Of course, I would love to be paid more than 0.009 cent a stream for a song, but as much as I rant and rave, it doesn't stop my will to create and my desire to create. Like, it's just like, I need it. It's like medicine, it's food, it's shelter, it's a hot cup of tea, a hot cup of ginger tea. It's a lemon squeeze. It's a piece of fruit. It is a warm bowl of soup. It's a hug. It's a kiss. It's a fucking shower at the end of the day. Like, it's everything that I need. And y'all saw in 212, like, that wig is crazy. That wig is fucking crazy. And I had on that fucking bootleg Comme des Garçons fucking Mickey Mouse sweater. And literally, I did my own makeup. I did my own braids. And I just went for it because I needed it that bad. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And it turns out to be one of the greatest songs of all fucking time. So I feel like within the art community, if y'all could get over this fucking, oh, is there a budget? Is the budget? And just go for it. Just make something. You might end up with more than what the budget was going to pay you in the first place. And you'll have ownership of the shit. Create with each other. Get this industry politics shit out of here. And work together. And imagine again.